Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we're finding and learning and turning the great strategy games. Today, back into Gary Grigsby's War in the East 2, the Spring Offensive Edition. Here we are, trying to make something out of this game. A game that many had given up on. I won't claim that I gave up on it, but I thought, wow, this is going to be a lot of work. And it has been, but it's been fun work, and we may as well go for it now. We're trying the old pocket haberdasher strategy, and just well, I don't know. We'll see. Is it going to work out? Who knows? I don't know. Hey, John Chappell, Kalo is here. Um, 11th anniversary, John. John got a little discount on War in the East too. It's his 11th anniversary at Matrix. Wow. Matrix, what a great company. And I always say this, they don't pay me anything. I mean, sometimes now that I started the channel, they send me a game early because they know you guys like them. But I'll have to say, every time I've had any dealing with Matrix whatsoever, they've been awesome. They've been great. They've done nothing but support this channel. They want to give you guys games whenever they do something. So, I can't recommend Matrix high enough, especially since they love this hobby that we all love, and they've really had a big hand in keeping it going. When there were some dark times, I would say in strategy wargaming, but it's great now. There's more games coming out all the time. You got micropros coming back. I never thought I'd see that day. But Matrix had a big hand in keeping the hobby really alive, and they've supported a lot of smaller developers who are usually going to be the people that put out war games until they become bigger developers, right? But indeed. So that's great, John. I guess you got me on a little rant there. Hi, M60. How are you? Um, Soviet rifle cores become available in 2 turns. Have a nice day. Get out of here, M60. I kicked you out of the general staff meeting. Hi, David Bartello. How are you? Anthony, you're here. Wonderful, Martin of Iron. Welcome. Good to see you. Hey, Nord, what's up? All right, we're going to need some help this time. We're going to turn the turn and turn and burn. We'll see. Now, I've got it zoomed out a little bit here. I thought we'd kind of just go around and look at the big picture. I also moved a few things offline when I went back after the last episode. Hey, Arthur. Thanks for dropping by, Arthur. Hello to you. So I moved a few things, and I just want to show you those things. I don't really like to do things off of, offline, but sometimes, I'm going around after the episode, and I'm like, hey, this makes sense. But I want to make sure that I show you guys that, so you don't think, the 99% of this game I'm playing with you online. It's just cleanup type stuff that I try to do because it doesn't make for the most scintillating streaming experience. Easy for me to say. I do not know how many copies of War in the East 2 have been sold. I hope it's a lot. I think they've done pretty well with it. My understanding is, or at least what I had heard, was that it at least met expectations, but I think it actually exceeded them. And they had high expectations for the game. Obviously, War in the East has always on every war game list been listed in the top 5, if not the best war game of all time. So I think they had pretty high expectations, but I think it's done really quite well. I think a big part of that is the board game, the golden age of board gaming that we're going through right now, where board games have become huge. I think it's brought a lot of people into the hex and counter world, and so they're more open to buying one on the PC as well. That's just my conjecture. But I've had people in the industry tell me, that war board games are doing as well as they've ever done since the 80s, 1980s. Not, literally 30 or 40 years ago when they were huge, and that's what got me into the hobby. But board war games are doing incredibly well, and I think that can only help a game like this, which is essentially the biggest board game that you could ever have. Well, I mean, you couldn't even do this in a board game, right? There's just too many calculations. Um, Anyway, yes, Kalo, I will ask. I will ask Matrix. I don't know. I don't even know if they can give me a number as far as would they ever publicly release that? Right? Matrix is a privately held company for all sorts of reasons. They probably don't put that information out. But I could certainly get an idea, maybe, or a general sense of how they feel about it. I think the best way for us to tell is they start talking 2x3 starts talking about the next game they're going to make. If they start doing that, they made a shit ton of money off of this. So, that would be, I think, probably our best barometer. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. I usually don't even yap this long, even though I love to yap. Um, the old Vietnam board game. Well, I played a few, my friend. I've played a few. I'm trying to think. I've told this story before, but I had a best friend in like junior high who ended up being in U.S. Special Forces. He served over in Bosnia Herzegovina, uh, and anyway, he lost a toe from frostbite, but he was in U.S. Special Forces, and he's the one that got me into the hobby because out in his garage, he would always have a massive board game set up, war game set up, and that's what got me into it. Okay, Arthur says, concerning reinforcements, have you tried to move some excess forces? Arthur, I am not in control of the theater boxes. Now, that is something we'll remedy next time because I have a control disorder. And so I don't like to be out of control of anything, but that's all being controlled by the little men in the machine. So when we get something, it's because of them, not because of me. Uh, it's a good question. Would I be doing anything different? Would I be bringing stuff from North Africa, from Western Europe? We've actually been getting a decent amount from those two theater boxes. But would I have done anything different? I mean, maybe, as a general on the Eastern Front, I may have panicked and tried to bring everything uh, over to the east, but I don't know. All right, let's buzz around the map really quickly. Now, we tried to cross the ferry here, or at least I say we tried to cross. We stepped onto it. We saw that there are, well fortified Soviet installations here across the way the Kerch, across the Kerch Peninsula, the little strait out of the Sea of Azov here. We took a step. Didn't look good to me, so we took a step back. We've only got Romanians out here, so what are you going to do? Now let's zoom in right here. I did bring Germans in here a few turns ago. We've opened a little gap. We don't have movement points to get this cavalry through, but we've got Romanian cavalry here. And if he doesn't close that up, or even if he does and we attack with the German forces, we're going to try to just go around here and make a little tiny pocket with Romanian cavalry. I kind of feel like every man that you can capture with Romanian cavalry is a bonus. Okay, well, that was too far. Let's go about this zoom. I like this zoom. And so all the Romanians are down here, right? And we've got the Romanian cavalry here. This is a corps that I actually put into 17th Army. I should turn them green because I've got 17th Army as shades of green. They're holding D and Z Town. That all looks fine. Let's zoom in here. Is there any other attack we could or should do? Now, he does not have a deliberate attack. He does, but that would be across a major river. I don't think that makes a lot of sense. I say he. That's 97th Light Division. I don't think that makes a lot of sense. They're set up here. They're fine. They're okay. This is actually a little under strength, and I'm going to put that on refit. Yeah, it's down to 46. So let's put that on refit. That's the 292nd Division. Okay, so we're behind the river as we go along here, which is good. I like that. I may actually take this Hungarian armor and start. Well, I don't know if I'm going to push him all the way through here. I think what I may do is stack him with this German division or this one or maybe even this one. He's a little light right now, so I'm going to bring the Romanian armor down here, and then I'll try to push him up through this gap to the extent we have that gap in the next turn. But I'm going to try to get my secondary mobile forces down here to help to try to do encirclements. Okay, 17th Army. This all looks fine. I mean, we could take something out of this, like this. We can't now. We got to keep this kind of double stacked. This little 328th Light Division, I may actually just put him right there for a turn, just to dissuade them trying to jump through here. They haven't been able to get through. We've been doing the old nutcracker maneuver on them, where they peek their head in there and we just squash them. Uh, yeah, Kalo, I agree. We got to get these guys right here that are isolated, and you can see them all in red, meaning they're isolated. We got to squash them next turn. I totally agree. Okay, around the bend we go. We're double stacked in D Town. He doesn't look particularly strong here, like he's massed a whole lot. We've got elements of First Panzer out here. I don't know. It's a real hodgepodge. It's the witch's stew out here. Now, this guy could move forever. But we've got to keep this encirclement going. We've got him cut off really in most places. Could he try to link up here? I guess, but this guy would have to go across the river. He would have to get through this zone of control. I don't think they can do it. And so, I could move this guy back, but I'm not going to. I think we're fine. I think this is a good encirclement. That's a good 10 Soviet divisions. That's what we need. We need about 150,000 men every turn at this point. Okay, coming out here, I will say there are a couple things I'm not in love with, and that is this being out here. If I had to say one thing, I learned in the first game, but it's very much like this game is when you break these things up into regiments, don't get them out here kind of on their own because they're easy to attack. The AI is going to come after that, right? He's probably going to get knocked back. This one may get knocked back as well. Now, I wish I had something else I could move around to help with that. But really, other than this motorized, I really don't. I could. I don't love that. I could double stack there and then bring this motorized here. Now, we would open up a little bit of a gap, but I'm not sure where he'd be going there. This guy can't. He can move back there. That's intriguing. Um, but that does give them a little bit of movement there, but I could move both of these guys here. I think I'm going to do that actually. He's going to go there. These guys, gosh, I kind of want to put them all back together, but I'm going to move him out there and I'm going to move him, let's say here. And I think that's better. Tempted to move that there and move this even further out. I could put him there. I can't get him there though. I can only get him there. So let's do that. Actually, let's put that there. This all looks fine. I don't think they can sneak through anywhere. And now I've at least got this double stacked. I just think that's better. I don't like when they're all out on their own. Now he's a couple of hexes away. This all looks fine. I don't see anywhere he's going to go here. Like I said, he can try to filter back up in here, but I don't really think that's going to work for him. I mean, I could move this down here, but that opens up, an exit lane. So I think I'm just going to keep that as is. All right, let's zoom back out. And now I'll show you one of the things I moved. So I was very worried about the gaps over here, right? Well, part of the way I took care of that is I moved everything over. So I had these guys, I don't think they were double stacked. I'd already moved him over, but I moved this guy out of this fort level and I moved him here. And then I moved the guy that was here, there, and there, And there, now you can see I don't like to have two hex gaps because there's not enough zone of control. They could push through here, but ooh, that does remind me. Crivy Rogue, he can't get there. He could get there. I am maybe a little concerned he would try to push to Crivy Rogue, and we don't have a unit there. Um, hell, we're going to go for it. All right, so we've got a double gap there, a double gap here. I don't love that, but we had massive holes here. And as you can see, I moved the remaining cavalry all the way over here. They're probably going to get blown out this turn, but it's a little bit of coverage. As we move up here, we've got our kind of straight line up to Kiev and East Kiev. We no longer hold East Kiev. This all looks fine. I don't love the fact we've had to keep a motorized and a panzer division here. We got to get them out and get them roaming with their own tribe. But I just haven't had a chance to do it yet. I keep trying to, but then I need them to hold something. Uh, I'm not going to move anything out of Crivy Rogue. I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to try to get back this way. Now, could he go this way? Sure. But we have a little zone of control there. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. And this guy actually, let's go stack him with his motorized. So they're all in command. Um, yeah, I don't love that, but again, I don't think he's going to have enough movement points to get through this zone of control all the way there. Or at least let's say I hope he doesn't. I kind of wish I had this Hungarian armor. I should have taken him right there, I think. Now I could do it with this and move this Romanian unit over, but I don't think I dare do that because I think they would break out of this. I could also, let's see, he's got 6 points. That's how we'll do it. All right. Can he get down there? Yeah, he can. Okay, let's do it this way. Uh, that's only 2,500 men. Let's put him there. Let's stack him there with him. I don't think they have enough to break out there. And let's put that cavalry unit back there just in case he tries to break through that. I don't love that, but I think it's better than what we had. Okay, so I scooted things around. And that kind of gave me every other hex, which is what I tried to do. Once we got up here, we gave up some fort levels. I could get back down into them, but I'd rather be double stacked. Here we're triple stacked. Is that necessary? I don't know. I mean, he could come up here potentially. These are his guys. But I think that's fine. As we get around here, I'm doing this partially for me to make sure I've taken care of everything. As we get up here, this looks okay. I don't like having this regiment all by itself, to be quite honest. And I'm thinking about pulling them both to here. This is what we broke up. You can see it in blue. I could also put it in this town, but I'm afraid he'd run up through here. But we do have a panzer division there. All right, I'm going to move him over like that. And then having that Panzer division back there, I think even if he gets here, we can hit him with that Panzer division. He shouldn't get cut off because we're down that road. I just don't like to have them out isolated by themselves. As we get around to 11th Army here, we've cut this off. I could try to attack it, I guess. Yeah, he's not going to have enough to do a deliberate attack. This guy could, but I think we would just push him deeper into our own territory. So I'm just going to try to cut him off. All right. Hungarians are holding. That's fine. Here, I don't know why this Panzer division doesn't have movement points. We'll see if it does next turn, but this turn it had nothing. Now, maybe that was because of attrition or something. I don't know, but he only had 6 movement points and he's got plenty of fuel. He's got a little fatigue, but that I mean that's a full Panzer division, 169 Panzers. I don't know why he can't roam. Let the Panzers eat. We're starting to collapse this down. One of the things I was thinking about doing is shifting down here. Um, Now I don't dare do it with French infantry, but there's nothing that appears to be around here. So I say I don't dare do it, but I think I'm going to. I am going to move him there. Uh, and then I think we can kind of scoot these over. Um, Man, I don't know if I want to move these though. Not this turn. Next turn, I think we could start scooting them. I don't like the fact this dude's out here all by himself. He's probably going to get absolutely smashed. But again, I'm not sure there's a good. I mean, we could move this around, give up this fort level, but there's no way he can push here. I don't think. Um, I'm going to move him around here. I don't think they can push through here. If they start to, we've got a lot of forces that can turn around and take care of that, I think. Um, we've started to extend the line because we drop back here. You can see we gave up awesome fort levels. Kalo, you may end up being right, but I thought it was the right thing to do on balance. Now the Finns protect Pskov, and now we're starting to move down here. We can start to expand out because we're going to have to go after some points somewhere in the middle. A geography teacher, that's right. That is exactly what I look like, my friend. Did we already? I can't. We did run. We already ran air transport, right? Am I crazy? Did we? Did we not? I don't know. We're going to find out. I think we did. Now, I don't want to do it out of Vitebsk. Yeah, we did. We did. Um, if we look at our transport aircraft, yeah, they're all at 100%. I remember now. So we ran them out. I think we put it here in Khrushchev, and then I think we put some out here. Or yeah, it was out here. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, whatever. I've already looked at refit. I've looked at commands. Let's turn the turn. Let's see what happens. I looked at depot management. We kind of looked at depot management last time. We're in good shape depot wise until we expand out. The scoot predictor. I love the scooch. I'm going to call it the scooch. How are you guys doing today? I'm feeling good. It's Thursday. It's a beautiful day here. I don't know. The wife went down to the beach and she said, "Enjoy your live stream. I'm going to the beach." She said, "Out." So she's listened to enough of these. She's like, "How's your war going?" I'm like, well, "It's going pretty well." Sure. Sure, hun. I'm the best general in the world, hun. Sure. Oh. Arthur, as far as cities producing things, production is really abstracted in this game. You don't really have any control over it. So what's the best way to say that? Just don't worry about it, I guess. I mean, you maybe want to go after certain Soviet cities like Stalino because they have a lot of production, but eventually the Soviets move their production. In the first game, they had a lot more control over that. In this game, they don't have as much. Uh, but really, I guess don't worry about it. I mean, ultimately your production's sort of going to be what it is. Yeah, of course, if you make more territory or if you take more territory, maybe you produce some more stuff. Uh, yeah, that's right, FM. I'm keeping her safe. I'm keeping democracy safe by fighting as the Germans. No, yeah, I'm protecting the homeland, the folk. Okay, let's see what he does in the air. Oh, I was actually thinking this time I'll take our recon off. I don't know. I know some of you really want me to run a lot of recon, but I'm not exactly sure what it's telling me. Look, I know that they've got forces out there. It's not telling us the exact combat values. We kind of know where they would be. They're going to be set up at river crossings like Mogilev, like here where we cross the river by the road, where we're trying to make our encirclement. I mean, we kind of know where they're going to be. Is there some information we can get out of it? Sure, but we're going to get 80 planes shot down trying to find out something that I'm not sure is very beneficial. Um, so whatever. I mean, we can continue having the discussion about recon. I'm very persuadable. In the first game, I loved to run recon, and I would spam recon, which was very unrealistic. That's part of the reason I like you know, in this game, the more realistic air. But I just, I don't know. No, I don't find it very useful. I'm not saying that other people might not. Other people might be better at doing recon than I am. But I just don't find it that useful. I don't know. We'll go look at it. Okay, here come the front attacks. So we'll get to see where he's going to blast away. I don't like this unit here. I bet you that sucker gets knocked. He's out in the heavy woods with four Soviet divisions around him. Oh, wow. Now we got to watch that. He lost more than we did, but we got shoved back. That's the start of the encirclement. We can't get shoved back there. I mean, we can't get routed there. Okay, 12-19 to 22. So he's trying to throw his weight into, our container here. I'm not sure that's going to work for him. I didn't like that at all. I should have moved that other unit out. Ooh, okay. One of these little regiments got hit. We lost 26 panzers. Now he lost quite a few men, and now we lost 28 more. Ugh, gotta stop breaking those up. I hate breaking up the panzers. Now, okay, we got knocked back across the river, and now we retreated again. We only lost 5 panzers there. This isn't a huge deal. It's just it's material we're losing. We're fine in this salient, but we got to be careful there. Uh, wow, 2560 to 423. So he's trying to break out this way or shove his way back this way. We'll see. We've had a really good turn as far as casualties. He's got to be getting close to 200,000 casualties this turn. I mean, we'll see, but all right. Oh, now he's trying to get into this. Ooh, we ripped him up there. Now it was 1.5 to 1, but he took 1,600 casualties. Oh, we got shoved back there. 2 to 1 casualties in our favor, but he pushed us back. Okay, and he's trying to break through right here. And he's trying to break through right there. All right, 1,100 to 200. Nothing that concerning yet. Now, our encirclement in the center, we're going to have to go blow some of that stuff away because we can't have that collapse on us. But I think we're okay. Now they're attacking just southeast of D-Town again. 6 or 7 to 1 losses for them. which is crazy. We've got one German division here. Now, he is in a fort level 3, to be fair, but they've got 4 or 5 divisions out here. I really should probably. Oh, come on, Romanians! Oh, they got routed. Oh, he got routed too. Whoops. Well, okay. We're gonna have to start scooting Germans around here like madman. Let's hope he doesn't get. Oh man, I was not expecting that. Shit. Okay. Good job, AI. Man, oh man. Okay, he's forming the front line. So that was the end of his attacks. We're going to have to scoot this whole German corps over here because obviously we can't have him close down the neck. Now we are going to try to, in some ways, it may be okay because we're trying to run these guys around behind them anyway. But if he gets into this port, he could send stuff down into the port. So we got to deal with that right away. I feel like the AI is very slow this time. That took a long time. And I've got the spinning blue circle. You never want to see that. Yep, yep. Arthur, yeah, Gary Grigsby does have a game like that. Um, oh, I've always liked Strategic Command too. I've played a lot of Strategic Command. I just haven't done it on the channel yet. But Grigsby has that game like World at War or something like that. I've never played it. We talked about it on this live stream once. I just don't know. Is it any good? I'm sure all of his games are pretty good, right? I mean, even the ones that aren't quite as popular as this. Uh, it looks interesting. It kind of looks like Axis and Allies or something. Yeah, can I was too. I was expecting him to retreat a little bit, but he's just throwing men into the grist mill. That's fine by me. Arthur. So yeah, I agree. Strategic commands couldn't be very simplistic. It's kind of like Panzer General or something. I really like War Plan Pacific. Now, I know people have their complaints about it, but there's War Plan Europe as well. I have not played that one. I've played a lot of War Plan Pacific. I'm playing it on the channel. But that War Plan Europe, he's a big strategic command fan, and he tried to make it a little more less like Axis and Allies or Panzer General. He tried to do that. I don't know if that uh, he succeeded because I just haven't played that game. Um, I will say this: I've been messing around with this game Hex of Steel recently, and it's an independent developer who's a member of the channel. He actually sent me a copy, and he's got copies that I can give you guys. I'll do some kind of when I eventually put up the video. I'll we'll do a contest, and I'll give it to 2 or 3 of you. But this Hex of Steel is awesome. Essentially, you can fight all over the world in World War II. It is kind of like Panzer General, or it's more like Strategic Command than Panzer General, but because you can do, research and that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'll be putting that up in the not too distant future. All right, let's go see what happened. Here's our turn report. Dateline, May 31st, 1942. Axis on the move. All right, I'm going to try to sound like a newsreel. I don't think that really did, but I'm going to try to. What do we have coming in this turn? We get the 216th Infantry Division. So we have a new infantry division. We got a few battalions into the reserves. The 80th Corps went into Western Europe. That does not help me. Tell me how that helps me. It does not. And we got some battalions. But the big one is we did get one brand new division, 216th. Next time, we get another division, the 371st. Oh, we get 3 divisions next time. 371st, 377th, and 376th. That's fun. I like that. All right, let's look at the rundown. We lost 32,000 men, 530 guns, 127 AFVs, mainly Panzers, unfortunately, and 310 planes. I think maybe we had an airbase overrun. We're going to have to go look. I don't know what the hell that could be. That would be bad. Okay. On the map total, we lost 3,500 men, 46 guns, 32 AFVs. So we added a lot back because we brought some battalions out of the reserves, and we gained 477 planes on the map. I don't. Did we have an airbase overrun down here? I don't think we did. Where I don't know where that would have happened. We're gonna have to go figure that out. I'm very confused by that. Now it could be we put. I can't remember. I don't think I put anything back in reserves, but it's possible things went off the map or they got recalled off the map because I don't think we got anything run over. Am I wrong about that? Uh. Oh, we are isolated down here, by the way. Okay, that's fine. We'll get him out of there. Okay, we'll come back to the plane issue because I don't understand that. The Soviets actually lost men on the map. Hey, how about that? Nearly 32,000, 751 guns. They did gain AFVs, 39 of them, and they went down 15 planes. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused. Okay, units, or I'm sorry, logistics. The trucks, 271. We need 309, 309K in the units. We've got 271. We've got 35,000 nearly in the depots. We've got 11,000. Look at that! Look at that, Nord. We're down to 115 in the repair pool. It's heading to zero. It's heading to zero. We received, 29,000 of supply. We were requesting 47,000. It's not good enough. It's part of the reason is we've got rail lines that are cut and whatnot. Our ton differential when you add in the guns and the men we did not receive is 51,000. Not good enough. We gotta do better there. Um, let's look at the breaking news. Now I can really do the dateline. From Europe, Soviet partisans active on the Eastern Front. Okay, we already knew that. Operation Anthropoid was the code name for the assassination of SS leader Reinhard Heydrich. Heydrich was one of the most powerful men in Nazi Germany and an important figure in the rise of Adolf Hitler. He was given overall charge of the final solution, or Holocaust, in occupied Europe. In September of 41, he was appointed acting protector of Bohemia and Moravia. Okay. Anyway, so they tried to do this assassination. The attack was carried out in Prague on May 27, 1942, wounded by the detonation of the modified anti-tank grenade. Wow. Concealed in a briefcase, Heydrich died of his injuries in June of this year. This was the only targeted assassination by the Allies of a senior Nazi leader during the Second World War. Huh. So that's a picture of Heydrich's Mercedes-Benz 320. He only had a 320. Get him a 500 class. What's going on? 320 after the attack. Well, look at that. I mean, got an anti-tank grenade in there. It blew the door out anyway. Huh. I find those little touches nice. They're interesting. Okay. Anthony, I don't think we had that many close support losses. I mean, unless I just missed some in some of those battle reports, I can't believe we had that many close support losses. Now, all right, let's go to the charts. Go to the charts. Wow, if I saw a stock chart like this, I'd say that's a bull flag. Buy. We're buyers. Map. I didn't mean to sound like Jim Cramer there. Mapman. All right. For once, we brought the Soviets down just a little bit. They're at 5.46, let's say. We actually went down just a little bit. We're essentially at 4 million. He's essentially at 5.5 million. We just got to bring it down 150 to 200,000 every turn at least. Map guns. Look at that. Look at us go. We're turning him over. Let's hope. Map AFV. Okay. We're a little behind there. Map aircraft. Well, as you can see, we brought a lot of things out of the reserves. Um, Interesting. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go look at these aircraft. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Manpower losses. Hey, there we go. Now we're talking. 189,000 for the Soviets last turn. That's what we need. I mean, if we're going to have a chance, that's what we need. Nearly 2,750 guns. AFV losses, ours are too high. We can't take 124 in a turn. That being said, the Soviets took 348, but they cranked those things out like mass-produced cookies. Total aircraft losses, wow. 762. I think we had them over 1,100 last time, and then 635. I like it. I like it. Uh, Air directives. I'm going to take off recon for a turn. If you guys yell at me enough and you really want to see recon, maybe we'll do it next time. But I'm just going to take it off of our air directives and let's run the air. All right. Yeah, CJ, that's true. I think putting the old squeeze on with Second Army might be a better idea. Oh, really? There's a movie about Heydrich? I'd love to watch one. I don't think I've ever watched one. That's a very interesting story to me though. I'd like to see it. Yep, Kalo, I'm going to try to crush the pockets ASAP. I'm with you, my friend. Okay. Our air directives, we didn't fly any sorties. I moved my big fat head for no reason. We're back. All right. Well, let's just move this rail unit while we're down here. Let's do that. Let's do that one. Let's come up here. Hey, we can do that one as well. All right. We're just trying to clean this up down here because there's a lot of rail that just didn't get repaired for some. Oh shit! I need to get that one right there. But I'll just do these really quickly. These must be partisans. I haven't really been looking at the partisans that much. In the first game, of course, they had counters on the map, and you'd have to go squash them before they got on a rail line. This time it's a little more abstracted, so I haven't paid as much attention to them. There's not a whole lot you can do about them. There's no garrison requirements this time, so it's just kind of a matter. I don't know what it's a matter of, honestly. I mean, I just think it's how much you have in that theater box, but we don't control the theater box, so well, I mean, what can we do about it? All right, what's he got going on here in the? Oh, one other thing I wanted to look at, total losses. So the Soviets are about to go over 5 million. We're at 1.8. Now you'd look at this as anybody that didn't know anything about history and you'd say, "Wow, you're whipping his ass." Well, it's complicated, right? Not really, not really. 27,500 guns, almost 80,000 guns for the Soviets, 4,600 AFVs, nearly 23,000 AFVs for the Soviets. The Soviets have had 1.5 million people killed and nearly 2 million men captured. That's incredible, right? Because we weren't even trying to capture men in 1941. Not really. Um, and we've captured 2 million men almost by accident. And the Soviets have 1.5 million men running around disabled. Well, maybe not running. That's a bad joke. Uh, okay. Just wanted to look at that. Let's look at the weather. It looks like we're still in a little bit of light mud here. I don't know, when's that going to clear? Let's look at the weather in the air. It's still raining. When we get to the end of the turn, it's still raining. Now, it's not heavy rain. But we do have some light mud. We really, at this point, we don't want that to get heavy mud because that would cause us a real problem. A real problem. Hey, look at this. The Finns know how to dig ditches. Let me tell you, my friends, the Finns have already built up a level 1 forts. Yeah, so they just got to a level 1 fort immediately. Now, this is kind of, I don't, I don't really like them to be sort of stacked this way. Um, but gosh darn it, I want him in that level 2 fort. Well, let's do this and take a little of this pressure off. Off he goes. So that's 3,000 men. Adios, my friend. Now these guys still have attacks left. Let's hit that, and we'll scoot him back. 3,300 men. I mean, just he's just running up there like, hey, what's going on? You want to be friends? What's the odds here? Not good enough. I'm tempted to scoot him here and start scooting everybody down, but I'd be giving up fort levels, and I don't really want to do that. Let's push him forward. I guess we can attack there. Hey, wow, okay, that's another 33 over 3,000 men there. Now we don't shoot. What's our odds there? 5.9 to 6. See, he doesn't have a deliberate attack left. Dang it. All right. Hmm. Well, let's move our guy up here by the lake. We'll put him there for now, just so all of you that are hounds about that lake, don't let him go through the lake. We're going to try to stop that. And let's put him directly into 18th Army, I think. Yeah, he's got enough. All right. So now he's in 18th Army right here in Pskov. He's blocking the lake for now. Now I want to bring him up here as well, but I think for a turn, I want to sit him behind this river. I just want to make sure he doesn't bust through because I think next turn we can nutcracker him. But I don't really want to attack him this time. So let's attack that instead. And off that goes 22-10. Hey, damn it, we lost 172 men. Oh well, I'll take it. I really should take the ground support off up here. Maybe that's what caused some losses. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so we've been scooting around here. He could scoot around more, but I don't think we're. Let's look at this really quickly. All right. Nothing to learn or glean from that information. Let's move this guy the hell out of here. Oh, I see. I see. Hold on. I screwed that up. Actually, we're going to bring this division down here. Right. Okay. And then we're going to take Mendel Field Division, and I'll take him up here. He will eventually be part. Well, I say eventually. Let's just make him part of 18th Army. He's going up to the lakes as well. Um, Now that's where you wanted to be stationed. I wish I would have gotten the call from German High Command, and they say, Commander Ellis, we need you out at Lake Peepus. I would have had a pontoon boat out there. Who knows what I would have been doing on the lake. See you, Arthur. Thanks for dropping by, Arthur. An affair with an officer's wife. My God, I'm missing the soap opera portion of this episode. Um, Okay, so we've got Mendel Field Division that will event. I'm just going to hold him here so this guy can't go anywhere. We'll nutcracker him next time. And then I'll bring him up here, and these two regiments will hold Lake Pskov and Lake Peepus. Again, I'm going to buy him a pontoon boat and see what happens. All right, so we move this dude. This dude. We move this guy down here. I think what I want to do. He's only got 10 points, but really 10 movement points. I really only need him to get right there. Do I dare deliberate with him? Or should I do it with him? He probably has further to go. He's got to get there. Um, Tell you what, let's do it with him. There we go. All right. So we scoot him back. That's good. That's good. He lost 1,220 men. All right. Um, can I move you? I could move him there. Can I get the other guy there? No. Shit. Uh, Damn it. He's got it. He would have to go across the river here into rough territory. That's why he can't move. Okay. Let's bring this guy around. And we'll bring him around to where? Here? Sure. Let's bring him around. Nope. Back that up. Let's actually bring him here. All right. You know what? Screw it. I'm trying to lengthen this line, but this is just, let's take this out. Let's hit that and just get him out of here. That's 1,500 men. Um, that's well worth it, I think. And then let's take this attack here, and I think we can really start opening up some territory here. So it's 2,000 men. Off he goes. And then this guy can go here. All right, and we'll bring him next time. He can go in here. He can go here, and we'll just keep moving the line. We'll keep moving them down. Fort level to fort level. They're running to their forts. And look, after all of that, we're going to get one, wow, we got one guy that got moved down here. Yay. All right, well, that's okay. It's better than nothing. Ooh, shit. Can he really? Oh, this guy. I was going to say, how can he not get there with 13 movement points? Then we'll move him down into that fort. And wow, we've really lengthened the line. But we have. We actually have. Because one thing that we're going to do is. I wonder if I can blow him out with just one division. Doesn't look like it. All right, let's bring them both in. Off he goes. Wow. Glad I did that. That was 8,000 men. Holy moly. Rightio then. We do have this guy that could go here, and between the two of them, let's try this attack. Nah, we get nothing there. 801 to 643. I mean, we nominally won the battle, but I probably should have turned ground support on for that one. Okay, so next time we'll continue to extend the line if we can. All right, let's attack out of here. Whoops. Just with the division that's sitting in Smolensk. Why? Oh, interesting. He doesn't have enough points. Wow. Okay. Let's. Why can't I deliberately attack into that hex? Are you seeing this? It's so weird. I'm holding down shift, I swear. Or was I? No, I was holding down caps lock. That was the problem. Um, all right, let's hit that with just him. Okay, he routed out. I would have liked to see bigger losses than that, honestly, but okay. And now can we extend out with this is the question. Um, Yeah, we got to turn air support back on. That's right. Good job, General Staff. There we go. Ground support back on as we get into the center. Now where do we go? This is hardly anything. He can start coming out here and roaming around. Doesn't look like the Soviets, have a lot right in this sector anyway. Interesting. Okay. Well, now I've got a decision to make. He could move up. He can't move over yet, so we'll have to do that next turn. Now, he could come over here, but I want to keep him close to his core. Yeah, I don't think I dare leave that hole there, so we're not going to do that. I mean, we could leave Smolensk unguarded, but I'm not that big of a gambler, boys. Let's hit him. Off that goes. Okay, that's 1200. Do they have enough movement points to do a deliberate there? No, his are done. All right. So this guy can scoot down if we wanted him to. Interesting, interesting. But we're going to leave that for next time. How about that for the teaser right before we get to the Panzers? And as you can see, uh, we're isolated out here, but we should have no problem. You know, he's still got some fuel left. He's got some supply left. He's showing isolated, but you know, we should be able to push on that. This is a little more of a puzzle. You know, we need to get across here. I mean, this is rail. It's not a road, right? And it goes across the river into a swamp. So really, we need to get across right here. If we can't get across right there, we need to back up and go across at Mogilev. But as we come down here and try to blow things out, and also, as you can see, he's all bunched up right in here. We can start moving Second Army down in here to add some pressure. Second Army, pressure, pressure. Uh, Gosh darn it, look at this Panzer. Why is he not getting any movement points? I'm missing something on that. I don't know if it's a bug or what, but why would he only get 6 movement points? He's got 108% fuel. I mean, he's been sitting out here. It's not like we took him on a train or we did anything else. It's not blocked. It comes straight from Minsk. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that one. I'm also going to figure out what the hell happened to some planes. There is no Bermuda Triangle in Russia. Anyway, thank you guys so much. It's always a pleasure. It's my favorite part of having the channel is doing the live streams with you guys, and you make this all successful. So thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. You know I always get crazy on Friday. I'll probably do some wild attacks because I'm so excited. Anyway, Strategy Gaming Dojo. I'll talk to you next time. Have a good one.